Hey guys, your boy French Fry Warrior is back, and today I plan to highlight all the differences within the Records of Ragnarok anime and manga for season 1 only. This video will contain spoilers for all of season 1, so now's your chance to click off and go watch it. Obviously, I'll be going over the major differences between the two, and won't be including every tiny detail like a slight change in translation, dialogue, and or scene. You'll also notice that the anime obviously won't animate every single detailed panel, probably due to cost and time constraints, along with naturally the anime is going to be less bloody and gory sadly, which is why these picks are either noticeable changes or changes that might make a character look worse or better, or little fun facts I found intriguing. Which brings us immediately into our first difference, which is in the manga's very first chapter. The dragon Zeus is sitting there as alive and seems like to be his pet, while in the anime it's a dragon statue. This might not seem like a big change, but personally I think they should have animated this dragon alive, because right after declaring Ragnarok official in the manga, Zeus brutally kills the dragon, and that never happens in the anime. This could have helped anime only viewers see that Zeus is actually a deranged, battle hungry, murdering old man, and not one of those calm, controlled gods. It also really helps show how gory this manga can get straight from the beginning. The anime has also graciously decided to give us Odin's bird names. In the manga, they simply don't tell us what their names are. The white one's name is Hugin, and the black one's name is Munin. Following the announcement of Ragnarok in the anime, Zeus is actually the one to appoint Brunhilde with picking the fighters, and points out that she wants to help them due to being a tragic demigod herself, despite being killed by them once. This difference is actually really interesting because the manga never stated this, and Gull is actually the one to point out that she wants to save them since she too was once immortal. Going off of that, this must mean that as a mortal, Brunhilde met her death at the hands of humans and had a situation similar to Heracles where she became a Valkyrie afterwards. Kinda makes me wonder if it's the same case with the rest of the Valkyries. This next difference is manga only, since the anime chose to omit this scene and went straight to the first round. Basically, before picking Lubu as the first fighter, some incubus fighter comes along and tries to have his way with Brunhilde, but before things get too hairy for comfort, we get our first actual gory kill and a great introduction into the first god fighter, Thor. I honestly wish they included this scene because it showed that Thor was no man to be joking around with, and he meant business, because if Brunhilde was talking shit, he would then annihilate her. I always enjoyed how the scene painted the idea that Brunhilde's life was at stake and foreshadowed the coming injuries that would come to various fighters throughout the tournament. Fun little fact, in Thor's backstory, the giants that invaded had some dialogue, but in the anime, they have no dialogue or lines at all. In the anime, episode 3, we get an only anime scene where we get to see how the Volund process looks like in the first round. In the manga, the first time we get to see something like this is in round 2. I actually prefer the anime for this because it helps new viewers get a better concept of what Volund is much earlier, rather than waiting till round 2 to see how it works. In the manga, we know this guy is Bishamonten. However, in the anime, his name was translated to, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how to say this guy's name, but I'll try. Vaisrana? Whatever. Any name changes in the future, we can assume, is due to religious reasons, and the company obviously doesn't want to get sued for it, understandably. Additional fun fact, anime Lubu might be stronger since while practicing as Sky Eater, anime Lubu was doing over 77,000 strikes, while manga Lubu was doing around 39,000 strikes. After the final clash with Thor, Lubu lost both his arms and a leg in the manga. In the anime, we see he only lost his arms, but still has both his legs. During round 2 in the manga, Ares doesn't actually appear until Zeus swings a punch at Adam. In the anime, he appears much earlier. He comes in right after Adam and Zeus's intro is over. Alright, now I know I said I wouldn't really point out slight translation because it really doesn't matter that much. However, This one kind of breaks my heart a little, so I gotta address it. I really like the online fan translation, calling Adam's power the eyes of the Lord, rather than the official translation for the manga, naming it divine replication, and the anime calls it divine reflection. Don't get me wrong, divine replication / reflection sounds decent, but eyes of the Lord sounds way more badass and cool. The manga showed Zeus stomping the shit out of his dad Kronos, and the anime did us a little dirty and chose not to really show it up close. This makes it the second gory kill that they chose to omit, which is a little unfortunate because it really would have helped paint a little darker tone for the series, and it would really drive the idea home that fighters get f***ed up in these battles. Another move translation we see in the anime and fan translation, Zeus's time-stopping punch is called the fist that surpassed time. In the official manga translation, it's called time transcending fist. Honestly, I have no issues with either name, they both sound pretty good to me. I hinted at this difference in my previous video with side plots, which if you want to check out will be in the top right. Anyways, in the anime, Hirst explained to Gaul that she'll have to Volund and fight too someday, and the manga gives no mention of that. Now I'm not sure why the authors chose not to include this vital info in the manga, unless they wanted us to figure it out ourselves, or maybe the anime wanted us to be more aware of this idea and keep it in mind. Once again, slight translation nitpick. In the manga, Sasuke is referred to as the swordsman who is peerless under the heaven, and the anime refers to him as the #1 under the sun. Still prefer the manga honestly, but I can get down with the anime translation. Although Apollo might want to have some words with our boy Sasuke for that title. Additional fun fact, the gods didn't chant their GOG, aka God of Gods, for Poseidon in the anime, unlike the manga that did. Thank you for that, my loyal servant Dio. Alright fellas, your boy Fry has come back from the future to deliver one simple correction to this timeline. As I just mentioned, the gods didn't do their GOG chant in the anime. However, for some weird reason, that only applies to the English dub version. If you actually watch the sub version, then you'll see them still do the chant. I don't know why this is a thing, because I believe it wouldn't be that hard to include a chant, but what do I know? Honestly, Netflix should have let Master Fry be the director for this anime, but that's a video for another different day. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe the video please, because the last thing I want to do is be sending my boy Dio to do this to y'all. Thanks Pet Dio, you may now resume time in this universe. Last difference is in the anime, before round 4, it is shown that Brunhilde was talking secretly with Hermes, and when Gaul asks what's up, she tells Gaul simply not to worry. This sorta hints to Brunhilde being suspicious again, because we see later in season 2, very quick spoiler, in the anime and manga, Heracles went to Brunhilde and Gaul himself to let them know that he's fighting the next round. So it could make you wonder, what were they talking about? Because it couldn't have been Hermes saying that Heracles is fighting, because we already saw that he announced it himself. Also, they had Jack and Heracles introductions first at the end of season 1, where the manga had some other scenes that happened before that. This was probably to keep anime only viewers invested in the 4th battle and show them what's coming in the future. And with that, that's majority of the noteworthy differences for Ragnarok anime season 1 and manga. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I can assure you that if you do like this video, then you too will have a 0.0000001% opportunity to go up against any god you want and have any weapon of your choice upon winning. You'll get whatever worldly desire you have. Comment down below for any other differences, you might have noticed, and keep your eyes out for a season 2 difference in the future. Thank y'all for your time. Hope y'all have a great day. See ya.